Hi, my name is Rahul and you're watching Bucketlist Adventurer, and today I'm in Abu Dhabi. Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is another travel vlog and this time it's from Abu Dhabi. During my visit to Abu Dhabi, I'm visiting 3 monuments, 2 of which I could not visit during my previous trip to this country. The 3 monuments that I'm visiting are, starting with Qasr Al-Hosn. It is a historical landmark and oldest stone building in Abu Dhabi. The second one is the Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque. It is one of the largest mosques in the country, if not the largest mosque. Qasr Al-Watan, the presidential palace. All the 3 monuments are grand and unique in their own ways, but they all convey the same message about the richness of this country's heritage, culture and history. Hi, I'm going to visit one of the oldest structures in Abu Dhabi. In fact, this is supposed to be one of the origins of the city. This is a fort that was built in the early 18th century to protect water from invaders. The then tribal chief had then built a fort around it so that he and his family and his inhabitant people around him could stay safe. Now, as you see, this particular fort is surrounded by such tall rises. The land I walk on and the land these buildings are built on and the land that surrounds this fort was once complete desert sand, and now you see they have this tall, strong building structures. It's amazing, it's astonishing, and it's an awe just to see what human beings can do. They can transform an entire desert into this beautiful city. This is not just story of Abu Dhabi, but this is story of the entire UAE. So let's go and explore this fortress within this mega city. The Qasr Al-Hosn is a historical landmark and the oldest stone building in the city of Abu Dhabi. Qasr Al-Hosn, also known as the White Fort or the Old Fort, was constructed in around 1760s as a watchtower to defend the only freshwater well in Abu Dhabi. The fort displays the different artifacts like potteries, weapons, clothes and different handicraft items that were used back then. Initially, this was a fishing settlement to begin with, and then as the world entered into the modern age with discovery of oil, the city grew from just a fort to a global city. This city, much like the nation, has evolved in the last 60 to 70 years. The tower I'm entering into is the oldest tower or the first tower that was built. It remains intact even today. This could also be the first defensive tower of Abu Dhabi. The tower was later expanded into a small fort by then ruler, and then it became the permanent residence of the ruling sheikh. The tower took its present shape after major extensions in the late 1930s. It remained the emir's place and the seat of government until 1966. The Majlis is a gathering place where the king and his council would meet. The general discussions of the meetings would be on settling of disputes and welfare and being of the citizens, and also discuss on day-to-day activities. This was the first multi-storied building in Abu Dhabi. The upper floor is dedicated to king and his private rooms. Some of the rooms here now display the rich sporting culture of the men of the tribe, and also poetry was a big role to play for them, especially in the evenings where they would all gather around and sing or recite poems. The fort has been developed several times and now is partially open to the public. Hello. Exit of this fort brings me to the entrance of an artisanal museum. So there's going to be some artisanal coffee being made where they're going to show us how it's done. and also an opportunity to taste it. So let's go get some coffee. The first step is choosing the kind of coffee beans.
The blonde preferred by few people, while majority of people enjoy the medium of beans, as we're gonna use it today.
The second step is filtering or cleaning of the coffee beans.
Now he's using
This process removes the husks from the coffee beans. Third step here is crushing the coffee beans with some spices, and the sound that they make was usually to indicate the neighbors that coffee is being prepared. And the fourth step is adding this freshly ground coffee beans and spices to make hot coffee. And finally, it's time to drink some hot coffee. Now I'm heading to the second destination. This is a mosque, and it is one of the most iconic places of Abu Dhabi and of UAE. The name of this mosque is the Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque. The facts and figures related to the construction of this mosque are insane. The Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque is located at the entrance of Abu Dhabi City Island. This mosque is named after the ruler and the first president of UAE, Sheikh Zayed. I'm heading towards the Grand Sheikh Zayed Mosque. The whole journey towards the mosque is going underground, and it's a magnificent mosque. It's supposed to be one of the world's biggest mosques we ever made. Sheikh Zayed is also known as the father of nation. He aimed to establish a historical mosque personifying the Islamic message of peace, tolerance and diversity. To him, tolerance is the evidence of a nation's vitality and proof of its ability to achieve more advancement and progress. The pathway to the mosque is underground, and on the walls there are pictures of the timeline of the construction of the mosque and the famous personalities that have visited this mosque. This is the Sheikh Zayed Mosque, one of the world's largest mosques. This is the grand entrance of the mosque. The design and construction unites the world, using artisans and craftsmen and materials from many countries, including European countries like Germany, Italy, from Morocco to India, China, United Kingdom, New Zealand, Greece, and of course the United Arab Emirates. There are 82 domes of various sizes, and the largest is located in the center of the main prayer hall. The courtyard is used by worshippers during significant Islamic prayers and large gatherings such as the holy month Ramadan, Eid al-Fitr, Eid al-Adha. The courtyard can accommodate up to 31,000 worshippers. The arcades of Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque are flanked by thousands of columns, which are made of white marble panels inlaid with precious and semi-precious stones. Their overall design has been inspired from a valued tree throughout Arabia, the date palm. From the golden capitals, which are in the shape of a palm tree top. These minarets, the four big minarets that you can see, are 106 meters tall. These are actually three-dimensional plans that have been designed using marbles and granite stones all along the halls. The main prayer hall houses the world's largest hand-knotted carpet. The predominantly wool carpet was handcrafted by approximately 1200 artisans. The final single-piece carpet is approximately 5,700 square meters. The internal columns, 96 of them, stand in groups of 4, contribute to the structural support of the 3 main domes. The columns in the main prayer hall are clad with pure white marble inlaid with mother-of-pearl vines. This chandelier is the largest and is located in the main prayer hall and considered one of the world's largest in a mosque and weighs approximately 12 tons. The chandeliers in this mosque are studded with Swarovski crystals. There is a sense of calmness while visiting this mosque. I would like to take this opportunity to wish the Islamic community happy Ramadan. May your existence be blessed with peace and harmony, and may this Eid be filled with pleasure, happiness, wealth, and the affection of your loved ones. My last destination in this trip of Abu Dhabi is the Presidential Palace. The Presidential Palace hosts the office of the Vice President and the President and the King of UAE. It is also host to head of states and influential dignitaries from across the world. This palace is called Qasr Al-Watan. This is the entry hall, and the looks of it already gives an indication on how grand the rest of the palace would look like. This is the Great Hall. It's a sight to behold. The mixture of golden, white, green and blue color elements look elegant and display the traditional Arabian architectural style. It is 100 meters long by 100 meters wide. The diameter of the dome is 37 meters. And one of the largest in the world. There are decorated marbles on the walls to unique decorations on the floor. The Majlis is the next largest place in the palace. If you remember earlier in the video, I showed you the Majlis of old times. Well, this is the Majlis of the modern times. The 7 seats here are for the 7 rulers of the UAE. The video doesn't do justice to how immaculate and how wonderful this particular place is within the palace. It's something that you have to visit to really understand how beautifully well done it is. The presidential banquet has 149,000 unique pieces of silverware, crystals and china made exclusively for the palace. The official meeting room is used for state visits where official dignitaries are hosted from around the world. Sitting on the eastern wing of this palace, this is a stunning gold sculpture, The Power of Words. It looks like a gold cage, but it's an artist's inscription of Sheikh Zayed's coat. As the sun was setting and the lights came on, the palace turned into a sight to behold. It looked as though the artificial lights weren't enough to keep the palace looking beautiful. The sky had to give its own backdrop for a special monument like this. This brings me to the end of the vlog. I hope you enjoyed this travel vlog. Please do like this video and subscribe to my channel so that I can share more contents with you. Take care, stay safe. See you soon again.